Oh, I didn't do the countdown banner, did I? Shame on me. We're a little early, guys. What's up, historians? What's up, historians? What's up, all you crazy cats, all you investigators, you explorers, fucking witches, voodoo priestesses, everything. How are you? Welcome to the Historically Haunted Vodcast, Season 3. Episode, well, it's a pop-up episode. My guest backed out. Not backed out. That's wrong terminology. I actually went lower on the time. It wasn't really good for him, so it wasn't his fault, wasn't my fault. Kind of just, whatever shit happened. So he'll come back. So I think I'd do a pop-up one now. I had a great weekend. A couple good things happened, and I wanted to shoot the shit with everybody. When I said the podcast wasn't going on, and everybody messaged me, you all right? You all right? I'm like, no, I took a cyanide pill. See you guys in the next life. Yeah, man, it just shit happens. So real quick, the show is still sponsored by the one and only Donnie, D-O-N-N-I-E, Green with an E, Donnie Green of Bauer Green Logistics. Also, John Green with the same name, G-R-E-E-N-E, logistics company, trucking company. They sponsor the show. Donnie's agent, booking agent manager, Donnie One. He was the for everybody, but he's flying into New Hampshire this week to see his mother. She's recuperating. He's going to drive back up to Maine this weekend coming up. He's going to pick my ass up. We're going to get out of it, YouTube thing. So that's going to be great. That's going to be great. Also, our sponsor of the week, Obscure Research, 10 weeks now. This is their last week, I believe. So thank you guys so much for your sponsorship, your donation to the show. I appreciate you very much. Obscure Research and Investigations, guys. You got to check them fucking guys. If you're familiar with me, I am Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. I've been invited November 11th and 12th to be a speaker at the second annual Salem, Massachusetts, which Salem University, right? Yes, State University. I'm going to be a guest speaker at that. So I get to be a speaker for the first time once as just a walk arounder. I barely know my shit enough to where they've asked me to speak, and I'm tickled pink. So I'm going to be doing my hand. Give me about 300-400 selfies. Made me start the whole booking thing. So right now I'm a booking agent and manager sanatorium, and all own brand, of course. Donnie, I sponsor on tour next year, conventions, meet and greets, all that. 20 years since the movie. That truck, no one's ever sitting in it besides the owner. He's never done a convention. No one's got Donnie's on it. So this is a first time thing for you. Hey, I know you all know Pet Cemetery, motherfuckers. And I couldn't be more happier than me. I have a lot of but things went wiry and I lost it. Really Haunted Booking LLC. You'll see all my clients, Nathaniel Elwell. He'll be speaking at the Salem Tours. That's right. This motherfucker's on doing a lot. He's going to bite off more than he can chew. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm fucking go for the gusto. And this is all extra shit. I'm in a video game. I'm an extra own tour agency. And I figured, why not? And who else knows Maine? Real quick, in a minute here, me and Lauren Perez making. It came up after doing Sleepy Hollow at all these conventions, and they're still going to be doing, and drove about, I don't know, fucking 12. See, moi and Heather to America's first vice president, Hannibal. Even Danny's like, Jesus Christ, you know your shit. I said, well, better than knowing fucking, give us what's going on. Amanda Jarreau, Two Witches, Spooky Spirits podcast guest, Emily from the UK. And just got home. So you should do this for a job. Well, that's what I'm doing. Do tours and book, and then, whatever. So alive still. The back screen, I can see them. We got a bunch of looking for looks. This fucking dude rolls around with bodies in there. People see him and give him the sign of the. Oh, it is a little odd, but you know what? That's why we like him. Danny, Lauren, and guys, they gave me their newest book, Paranormal Investigations: A Beginner's Guide to Super Perez. I'm not going to show you, but they signed it for us. It's between me and me. 2 jars of like their own personal homemade jar. It's fucking good. We had their pumpkin spice peanut butter on a bagel. That was good. We had their taco peanut butter on a bagel because it was fucking, I was stoned. It was good. And coffee mugs, all this stuff. Then they throw me a solid bill for giving them the tour. And then they give me, I didn't bring it because I'm at Heather's, but it's an umbrella. You guys ever heard of Nosferatu? Yes, the old vampire. I get it, black and white. But Nosferatu, Stephen King's son, Joe Hill. N-O-S, the letter 4, A, the letter 2. Nosferatu. There's 2 seasons of them. I have them both. Joe Hill, Stephen King's son, Joe Hill King, wrote that book, did that series. If you've watched it, Maggie, she's an intuitive, like a medium type thing. She's like a, her knife, as they call it, or her weapon is Scrabble words. She got a bag full of Scrabble words, and she pulls them out and spell shit out for her. I got her umbrella from that show. Show used? Yeah, these motherfuckers hooked me up. So I tell you what, nothing shy of $200 will get you a tour, because that's what pretty much they paid for this tour. Plus, we use their car and their gas, so I'm not going to charge that much. I'm going to try to do like certain things, like maybe go to Belfast in the area for like thinner, go to Dexter for like the Creep Show, and then go to other places like we went. Al Brady, where he got shot in the streets in 32. Danny, help me out. 37. He got shot by J. Edgar Hoover and them in the streets of Bangor after Tom Dillinger and Bonnie and Clyde got killed. He was America's Most Wanted. I took them there into his gravesite. So good shit's happening. I'm making good friends, good people. Fucking, we had a blast. We have a lot of good trinkets. A lot of people are signing on with the booking company. I appreciate that. So, yeah, let's talk about Danny and Lauren Perez. You guys are coming on in 3, 2, 1. What's up?
Oh, sorry, Ron.
Whoops. It's funny because in front of Stephen King's house, I believe it was Lauren that
It was the other way
joking.
around.
This dude's picking out trees on the side of the road. And he's like, "You could drink that." I'm like, "What?" It's like sumac. No,
Sumac, yes, sumac.
Sequoia is a bug. Sumac, yeah. Poison sumac. He goes, no, red sumac. You can. How does it go, Danny? Tell the audience. They want to know.
It grows in they're berries, but they grow in like a red cone. It's very good for you. I mean, they used to use it back in the day for scurvy. That's just
what it was.
Yes, it was for scurvy. You just take a couple cones, you throw it in cold water. Some people say throw it in hot. Hot makes it bitter. Throw it in the cold water. Let it steep for a couple of days, and it makes a sumac aid. It's just amazing. You can chew the bark of a tree for menstrual cramps, all this kind of. It's just, you can smoke. You dry the berries and smoke it. It's great for your lungs.
That's what I want to do.
It grows just about everywhere in America.
Oh man, I love it. I love you guys just showed up, and I don't think I seen one live video that Lauren did where she weren't fucking smiling ear to ear. You guys, I mean, Lauren, you guys have been through. Danny, you guys have been through Maine. You've been in Portland. I've seen you. But you've never really discovered Bangor or explored Bangor, I should say, right?
Correct.
No,
never.
No.
That was good. I had you guys in the palm of my hand. I'm just like, we're gonna go here, dude. He's like, wherever. And I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking my play.
All in your hands. It was like you know the stuff. Let's do it.
Yep.
I love it. And you're all going ho. And of course, Lauren's going live. And real quick before we get too ahead of ourselves, this beautiful book that you are selling, and you did it all by yourself. When I finish mine, he's gonna show me. He literally printed this. This cover is all pictures, everything. There's their mugs right there. They don't have their pictures of their faces on here, but they got their hearse. So who else got a signed copy besides me and Heather yesterday, I wonder?
Who was that, Lauren? Who?
So we did something out of the ordinary for us. We actually signed a book and put it in a baggie and threw it over the fence of Stephen King's house.
Well, about 14 bystanders from everywhere from Kentucky to Utah. All the plates. All the plates are from everywhere. They look over at you like, what the fuck? And we're just like, and there's cameras, as you said. The gate was closed, but
I got it as close to his newspaper as I could.
And then we go for a ride to the Hancock house, come back about an hour and a half later, 2 hours later from eating and stuff. And guess what? Everything's gone.
Gone. Hopefully it's in the house with the newspaper.
Okay.
So Danny, I want to get into some of the stories about you and Lauren getting not harassed, but different things about the hearse. You go places, people just say things like, "Oh, you like the guy gave you the sign of the cross," and then just, I mean, obviously it's not your normal everyday door slammer. You know that. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you handle that? Like, do they look at you crazy, Lauren? Like you guys got 3 fucking heads or what?
Oh, they do, but that's the fun in it. You know, I mean, come on. If you're driving this big, huge 22-foot long black vehicle that doesn't have any back seats, that's the looks that you would think you would get.
And we left it all stock, so that way it looks like it's still in service. Yeah. And, which is great. If you do that, the cops tend to leave you alone as well. Yeah. So it's awesome.
That's true.
Yeah.
And like Danny said the other day, we're going to look at the pet cemetery and there's like, boom, right across traffic. And Lauren's like, what are you doing? He goes, well, usually people stop him in the hearse. I forgot I was in the hearse. Usually people just let him go. Oh, it's a hearse. Yeah. Funeral crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny's literally had.
You get a lot of respect.
Yeah. Danny had an offer from his local clerk to see if they can move a body for him. He's like, you wouldn't charge me $600 to move a body from cemetery to church 200 feet. Would you do it for 150? Danny's like, fucking right. Call me up. I'll move anything from what you say, Danny. Lawnmowers to
grills, grill delivery, whatever you want. Proms, weddings. We do it all. We did our own wedding. We rode on the back window till death do us part.
You guys are the weirdest fucks. And I love it. That's why I get turned on. Even Heather said, she goes, wow, we finally have an adult couple to hang out with because so many people want to hang out with us, and that's great. but you guys, you know, I'm going to come down to Maine, hang out with you. You guys literally, when I'm thinking about it, you guys literally drove to Maine pretty much just to hang out with us because there's no other reason why.
Yes,
you came
without a
here.
doubt. Without a doubt. That was
exactly what it was.
And that was like we were saying, like the tour is going to be phenomenal, but we get to hang out with you guys, have a good time. And on top of that, we get the tour. You know, the tour was the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it was a bonus. But you were tickled pink when you were laying in the fucking road where Gage died, and of course Lauren's man. You know, besides you, of course, Abraham Lincoln's sidekick there, Hannibal Hamlin. That was big for her. What are the odds your favorite president, his vice is like? What are the odds? Right? I mean, that's a cool connection. They know each other. They talk together. And you went to mass today. Did you bring Mama fried clams like she asked?
We did.
We did. Yes.
We surprised her. We brought some clams down to her. We went to when pigs fly, the bread store.
Then we went to Bob's
Clam Shack.
Yeah.
Bob's Clam Shack. Yeah.
Kittery, Maine, guys.
Yeah.
It was like 2 hours from there. We dropped it off, and here we are now.
Yeah.
Did you guys go? Do you go through Salem to get to Mama's, or no?
No.
Or buy it?
No, we go right by it. Around it.
Around it.
You go by like the Hooters and the Sonic. That I know. Whatever. No, that's $4.95.
Yeah, $4.95.
Yeah,
$4.95. $4.95 cuts off at that bridge and goes that way. That's
right.
Yeah. This is going towards Boston. Is what I'm thinking of. There's a Hooters and there's a big fucking Sonic there. I like Sonic. I don't have any in Maine, so. So I want to talk fun. I want to talk all about my tour, but I also want to let my guests know because people always watch the beginning more than anything. I'm going to treat this like you're my guest, man. What got you? I mean, obviously, what got you guys into this shit? And you guys kind of met on a dating site because you both knew you were into fucked up shit. But you, like you said, if you like Lauren, what do your things said on your thing? If ghost hunting is a plus, and Danny's like, oh, so you guys have always been into ghost hunting and shit. Like, what got you into that, guys?
Oh, mine really started as a kid with Scooby-Doo and Ghostbusters, and then I started watching some of the ghost shows and with my daughter, and it was, you know, a chance for us to get into something different. And
plus it was history.
We're very much into history. American history. Any vacation I took with my kids, it was a vacation that had history involved, so they would learn.
Yes.
You did the Haunted Historical Tour, right?
Yes.
Where was that?
We would do the
Lake George.
Fort William Henry in Lake George.
Oh, in Lake George, that's and of course where you grew up in Massachusetts is loaded. That's where Plymouth Rock, everything fucking started in Mass, bro. I mean, Salem, Plymouth Rock, which real quick, you guys going to be at the Salem Paracon as well, November 11th and 12th, correct, with me in Salem. So that's cool. So it's always been around you. Monsters, ghosty stuff, horror movies has always kind of been your forte. It's people like the dark side a little bit, right? Nothing wrong with that, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Danny, what say you? Same type of answer?
Well, I grew up. This movie, it was a foreign movie called The Black Cat, and it was an Italian movie, and it had this elderly gentleman who had a reel-to-reel tape recorder, and he would go out to the graveyards and talk with the dead. And it was like, it was really cool. I think I was like 6 or 7 when I saw it, maybe 8. And I was like, this is really cool. So I grabbed my Radio Shack tape recorder and I started doing this. And I was like, wow, this is kind of neat. And then, of course, In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy. And that,
old school.
That fed the fire a little bit. And then mid-90s, I went to the University of Connecticut, met Ed and Lorraine Warren. And that was a phenomenal night. Went up to him after, and he invited me over. And I think it was like the next month or whatever, I went over the house and realized, you know what, these guys are doing this kind of thing and they're helping people. Why the hell can't I?
Yeah.
But it took me like about 10 years after that before I actually started doing it. But yeah, here we are.
And what I like about them, I never met them before, and I've heard, of course, Ed's a little tougher on the edges, but I heard they're not like today's paranormal investigators, a little cocky, a little, look what I got for equipment. Look what I got. They weren't like that. They were very humble, very modest, Lorraine was like everybody's grandmother. Like, you want?
Yes, completely. That's the
true,
perfect description.
That's true. That's what I picture her. I see interviews when she did The Conjuring after Ed passed. And of course, I never met them. I've been to the house and I've seen it, the whole 9 Monroe, saw their grave, but I didn't get to see them. But I can see Ed is tough. He used to be a Marine or Army, You know, I can see he's tough. But Lorraine seems like, I don't want to say not a bad bone in her body, but goddamn.
I've also met them too.
Yes. You met them?
Shit.
I did. Yes, I met them at a in some what was it? Like a lecture in Paxton, Mass.
At a university?
It was at a university.
Yeah.
Whoa! You saw her lecture.
Yeah.
That was wonderful for me too.
What was really cool about the lectures is they would bring out film.
Yeah.
You know, actual film and play the film of Frenchie
and
Satan's Harvest, and when he's crying into the blood, I saw that at the thing. He was from Maine. He was originally from Maine. He went to Massachusetts to be a farmer, and he would cry tears, and they would hit his shirt and turn into blood. Satan's Harvest. The books wrote after him. Sorry to cut you off, but Frenchie. Yeah. Yes. Holy shit! The Exorcism.
Yeah, he was out in Warren, Massachusetts, I believe it was, when they did it.
Coincidence. Cool. Holy shit, Lauren, you didn't fucking tell me you met them at a convention.
Well, no, only because one of my friends from my old work actually lived 2 doors down from him. So
from who?
From Frenchie.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
Yeah, at the Liz.
Yeah,
okay. In the haunted house. Yeah.
Wow.
New to Danny. Yeah, Danny, you're finding new shit on Historically Haunted Vodcast. Danny heard it here first. So I want to get into I got a bunch of shit, but I mean, like I said, you guys are obviously, in the Connecticut area. And Danny, yesterday we all talked about everything from Emily's Bridge, and which is of course in Vermont with Ben and Jerry's graveyard, fun stuff. But then your guys' area, the Bullfrog Bridge, the Melon Heads, Jewett City Vampires. Who's that guy that they bring? Benedict Arnold. They bring him through the streets and set him on fire. Still the parade. Connecticut's got crazy revolutionary history and haunted history. Union Cemetery. Fucking haunting in Connecticut was there. I mean, crazy, huh? What's your favorite, guys?
Ooh, what's your favorite?
Hannah Crana? The witch?
No. That's a tough one.
That's tough. I mean,
you're on the hot seat.
I like the whole Melon Head story. That's neat. And then at the same time, it's like Griswold Witch, the Jewett City Witches.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat. But then also you've got the witch trials that were here before the Salem witch trials.
Right.
The first ones outside of England to do dunking, right? You guys did water dunking in the river, right? In Connecticut.
So. I don't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
Makes sense.
But the Ray family were the vampires in Jewett City, so.
Yes. And Mercy Brown, that's in Rhode Island, though, I think.
Rhode Island, that's not too far from here,
Harrisville. Oh, for those of you who don't know Harrisville, the Conjuring House. That's what everybody calls it. The Conjuring House. The Conjuring House. The Conjuring. No, it's a Harrisville farm. You fucking. But whatever the fuck.
Right. Yeah.
I know it's the main. I get it. I can't hate the mainstream. Like I flipped out on that girl yesterday. You guys looking for a tour? I'm like, I'm giving him a tour, lady. Get the fuck out of here. Stephen King. I don't think he. I don't. Oh, okay. I went to the same high school. Go. So I'm gonna ask you a little.
The very last thing that she said though was, "Oh, I guess we learn something new each day." So, I
taught it, and I didn't mean to be rude, but I'm just like, I
don't think you're
Massachusetts plates. Are you King? I could tell you're King fans. I'm like, how the fuck? What? You're a good saleswoman, lady, but shit's getting deep. Bring a measuring stick. So, individually, ladies first, Lauren. I'm going to ask you as a personal question, and I want my head to swell a little bit. What was your favorite party yesterday? What was your favorite thing that you saw besides King's house? Besides King's?
Oh, besides King's house? Oh, goodness me. Well, one of my favorite King movies is Pet Sematary. So to see the house, to see where Gage was killed and everything, that was probably. But also to see your face when you said, "I don't see no trespassing signs" as you're running up
to the path.
Dude, I didn't know you got a video of me running up to where Gage was buried in the cemetery. Heather goes, "Oh yeah, they recorded you." And I watched it today on your live video. I go, "Oh fuck!" It's got me sprinting up this hill and halfway going, trying to get up that hill in the cemetery. Wasn't that cool that we walked to the house and the dude's outside painting it?
Yeah.
I mean, people go all the time. No one. I go, "Hey there." I said, "Well, you're painting." Go, "I've worked for them for 13 years." We're recording. All of us got our cameras out there like he's a big shot. He's like, "Oh," he's looking around. That was pretty neat. That
was really cool.
That was pretty cool. And of course, Judd's house right across the street.
Yes. He was probably my favorite character out of the whole movie. So
we love Herman Munster. He's a lovable giant.
Yeah.
Tall guys. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's your favorite, the actor there. It was funny when Danny lay in the road. We're all taking pictures and fucking, and you lay dead in the road.
I actually got a video of him like doing the slow sprint over and laying down in the road.
It was a blast.
Danny, besides taking a piss in the filming site of the Pet Cemetery, what was your favorite experience?
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. I
did?
did. That's why I disappeared for a little while.
In the back where the fuck.
I disappeared for a little while.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. What are the trees?
Okay.
He marked, and then you guys cut a tree out of the Pet Cemetery and brought it home.
Yes, we brought it home. We got it outside now. Yeah, we're gonna plant it tomorrow.
Sapling, right? Little pine.
Yep. Right from the middle of the cemetery area.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. My favorite spot. Oh man, it was all my favorite.
I know.
I gotta say,
problem.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Oh my goodness.
Standing there with a Dover sign. I mean, creep show. Come on, it's creep show.
In the car and I see a cardboard sign that says Dover, and I'm sorry, you can call yourself a King fan, but if you don't know what that means, you're not that much of a King fan. That's fucking creep show too. That was filmed in Maine. The black dudes got the Dover sign on cardboard, just like
the thing that was awesome is we're there. It's like guerrilla style kind of thing. We're just running up the tip of our shoulders here, it's tip of our fingers, and we're on this on ramp, and on an on ramp. That's where they filmed it, so it was perfect. We've got the sign Dover. We're like, we got to go take pictures. We just 4 ways on, jump out of the car, go do it. Boom, boom, boom. Get it done. The angles are right. It's a blast. We're having a
cars are flying around the corner. What? They're all slowing down.
They're all slowing down. We get back in the car. The minute we get back in the car, there goes a cop. And he just keeps going.
That's our luck, baby. That's our luck.
Keeps going. He's probably like, yeah, that was those creep show guys.
Though, because you genius fucking Rain Man, all of a sudden it comes back and I'm like, he's got the clip of the movie and the clip of us underneath in the same picture. That's the same fucking spot. The Rock matches up, don't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's exact. The angle. I took the angle a little off. Yeah, it's amazing.
I get out, I go right about the guardrail, and I'm looking out there, and I'm like, wind temperature, volume, and I'm throwing it right here. And fucking Danny's like, all right. The creep show was cool because you guys dug that. We went all over the place. Oh, Mrs. Lansing, that's going to cost you. We went to the end. The building, what the fuck? It's like an old folks home, right? Next to the library.
Yeah, Her house.
You know what's funny? I went on YouTube earlier and I saw a video of someone from 3 years ago that goes creep show sites in Portland and Bangor, Maine. This motherfucker went there. I said, are you kidding me? I saw his YouTube video and it's got the house. He went to the library. He didn't go to the one we went to. He goes, this is it here. He goes, this changed though. I go, no. He goes, it's a library now.
The library doesn't match up.
No.
It's the other one.
You got to go one road over.
We went to the truck that Pet Cemetery truck pulled out of the gas station, which is Dice Hearts on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't go everywhere. We still got some more. We still got to go to the Micmac. We didn't go to the rock quarry. We didn't go to the beginning, but part 2, brother. I didn't realize I could do it all one day. We were gone about minus lunch, about 6 hours, 45-minute lunch.
From 10 to 7.
And we saw
a full day.
It was a full day. The birthplace of Pennywise, the drain on Jackson Street, the storm. I sent you all the stuff today to compare. You saw the big white thing.
Oh, yes. We're going to compile it all and then post it all after we compile it. And
Heather's like, Lauren posted about 5 or 10 live videos. I'm like, and I shared them all on my page. With the friends only, so my haters that I have restricted, but I keep them as friends so they can watch me grow, but they can't see my friends. They can't see our videos.
Oh, nice.
I keep a couple around just so they can report to the clones at home. But the real ones, I restrict them.
I showed the video of us in front of the house when, in front of Stephen King's house when we realized that the book was gone. And you come up behind us with the red balloon.
Yes.
She was dying.
Her mom showed her mom that. Yeah. Her mom's a big Stephen King fan.
My mom is,
yeah.
We'll bring her next time. We'll bring her around. We'll fucking all luck. She'll probably get Stephen to come out. Probably like her.
Yeah.
And say, you know what? We threw the book over the fence. You know where the deer got impaled and they had to cut him in half to get him off your fence? We threw the fucking book right over there. What a fucking weird place. Isn't it weird?
Oh,
crazy.
But I love it.
It feels like home.
Yeah.
Lauren's going down, going, oh, this house for sale, Danny, only $383,000. This one, let's see, $900,000. Okay, I'm like, whoop. But you got to admit, there's a lot of old, which you guys love the history too.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
I like Bangor. People go, "What's in Bangor?" I go, "You know what? Nothing." Or come here and I'll show you. Okay, how's that sound? Because we went to the murder site. Well, the murder site, but the death site, Al Brady, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And we went to the bookstore, the Briar Patch bookstore, and they had some books of your friends from Connecticut. Local
Yeah.
authors.
Yeah.
Tom D'Agostino and Arlene Nicholson. Yeah.
Crazy.
Couple boys from Maine were in there. Course
Yeah.
King. The
No
girl
bar?
was very cool.
Nomar.
Yeah.
Nomar. Yeah.
Nomar Slevik, my boy.
Yeah.
Usually times in. He might be here. What's up, Jen Folk, another author. Dylan Wagner. What's up, everyone? Great podcast and interesting subjects. Thank you. This is the Radikals, Danny and Lauren. Dylan Wagner is part of Clifton Paranormal around the Chicago area. They're actually out of Clifton Theater. It's an old movie theater that's haunted, and that's where they're based out of.
That's
Him and
awesome.
his wife, Ariel. They were guests before. Good people. Don Brown, Tombstone Paranormal. What's up? Everybody checking in. That was good because Heather, obviously, like I said, her truck's kind of been broken down. She hasn't gotten out in a lot, and for her to get out, and a lot of those sites she hasn't been to. A lot of them, I'm 3 hours north of her out there, which is very quiet. As you could tell, you guys came down to Portland, you could see it's way busier than Bangor, though.
Oh yeah.
Portland's double the size, but I like that. I like quiet, and so a lot of these sites I did by myself. So it's like she didn't go to the Creep Show 2 place, and she loves that. Thanks for the ride, lady. What do you want, money? So that was cool. And of course, the steps, Victor Pascal got carried out. Oh, someone help him. He got hit by a truck.
Yeah.
It was in Ellsworth City Hall. And then we go
You
by.
gotta think of all the time and recon that you put into this.
Yeah.
You put a lot of effort in, and I mean, it was to actually sit there, to stand there, and it's like, dude, it matches up perfectly. Here is the film. Here is where we are. It's just like, what the hell? It was magical. The only way I can say it is magical.
I appreciate that. I don't have cable TV. I refuse to pay for anything. All I have is
Guilty.
Tubi.
We don't either.
We don't either.
No, I got my DVD player because I love my movie collection, and I got Tubi because Tubi's free. Tubi, I watch that, and of course YouTube. I watch. So I'm always watching documentaries and things, and I said, fuck it. And honestly, I always wanted to be a career out of this, and I thought, why not? At the same time, I just did it as fun. But I spent the last couple of years just going to these places and literally I'll sit there by myself, do the YouTube thing, and just watch like scenes of it and go, okay. And then I pause it. I go, okay, Creep Show 2. He pulls in front of the walkway, the third, like the fence. We're like, oh, it's the third post. You guys figured that out. I didn't. You and Heather, Lauren, I think Danny too.
Yeah, Lauren did.
Yeah.
Lauren and Heather.
Now, whenever we go, we're going to know right where it is. The first time, you got to really look at it. But now I've been 3 or 4 times. So I go, here's the death couch, guys. Hannibal Hamlin died here in 1860, whatever. Lauren's like, I'm not touching it. I can't. I'm a sensitive. Davey's like, I'm dying. What's up? You didn't want to, Lauren. You didn't feel good around it.
Just standing next to it was very draining.
You didn't. You mentioned to me that you get that way, and that's why you don't take things from places. Me and Danny are very much. Souvenirs.
Oh yeah,
that's all him.
Souvenirs, without a doubt. Yeah,
you guys are opposites in that sense. I mean, out of respectful, it's not like you don't. If anything, it's because you respect it and you know what can happen. A new viewer, Stuart Holler. What's up? Mars Hill, Maine. That's a small town. I know where that is. I'm not quite sure. Exactly the pinpoint. I think it's almost by Rangeley, but I could be wrong. Maine's fucking huge, dude. It'd take you about 10 hours to drive through Maine from top to bottom to Canada, literally. Let's talk about your guys' stuff now. I want to know. Let's tell our audience, for those that don't know, got about 12 people watching. It's going to be on YouTube tomorrow. I'm going to make sure and upload it. What do the Radikals do? What do you guys? I mean, Danny, what Museum of Wonders? Let's get into Radikals first. Too much. Radikals. You guys are investigators, obviously, but when you sell things, what you sell? What do you sell and why?
Oh, what do we sell, Lauren? We sell
just about everything.
Anything that's not nailed down, we'll sell it.
Yeah.
Valid. Everything from incense to, but you got cool things: cemetery dirt, coffin
cemetery nails. Dirt. Yeah. I Ching coins. Ouija boards made out of casket wood. All kinds of great stuff. I mean, we do this so we can afford, our expenses to help people, because most 98% of all the investigations we do are residentials. Mm-hmm. We like to do the pay to play stuff. That's what we call it. When you go rent buy some tickets to the Conjuring House or Pierce, whatever. Those are fun. But we really enjoy the residentials, the actual helping the people.
Yeah.
You know, when you get that feedback that the next day or the next week or the updates a month later where things are still great, that's where, so it's like, let's do this, let's sell this stuff because we never charge for anything. And so we hawk whatever. We make homemade barbecue sauce, peanut butters, whatever, moonshine. We haven't hawked the moonshine because that's not legal. So we don't do that.
He gave me a sample of some moonshine, let's just say, and I had a little bit last night, and I'm dipping more tortilla chips in that barbecue sauce at my house. That was fucking good. I mean, Heather like, yeah, Mom, we had some good sleep. That moonshine, it's not too strong. It's just right. You can sip it. You don't even, it was apple spice moonshine, I believe in it. You don't even need
apple
pie.
pie.
It's nice and smooth until you have to stand up and walk.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm a lightweight, so.
I told Heather, I said, I don't think it's really strong. I said, I don't know. And I stood up. I go, there's the spinnies. Hello. And you move a little bit. Okay.
That's what Danny gives my kids for gifts on Christmas time.
Yeah, Christmas time is moonshine time.
Such a good man. I tell you.
Except for my youngest daughter, Carissa, she gets a Ouija board.
That's just as good, motherfucker. You can't drink a Ouija board. Ouija board don't get empty. Speaking of that, your collection out back, is that stuff you've done, or is that your collection, or both?
A little bit of both.
The one behind here, that's one that I've done. The bat one right here.
I'm gonna take myself off real quick.
This one here, that's one that I've done. That's actually that's a blood board. Those are a little different than the regular boards that I do. I don't do those too often. I have to use a special chemical to transfer the graphics to the wood. And then by doing that, I can't use sandpaper to sand them down. I have to actually use the palms of my hands and rub them and rub them and rub them for 6 to 8 hours. And by the time I'm done, my hands are literally raw and bleeding. So they are called blood boards because they're unintentionally anointed in human blood.
Yep.
Now that makes it worth even more, in my opinion.
Plus it's casket wood from the casket company.
That's actually a fact. Connecticut Casket Company. I've seen the boxes. I mean, we've been to Perez with Danny one or two.
So I don't know if it makes them any better, but it sounds pretty damn cool.
That's a big seller, dude. If you're gonna get a Ouija board, that's a big fucking seller. And you guys are very humble. Every time I go, your table is so professional. Lauren, you guys are always shooting the shit. You're more than willing to answer questions, to talk. And even if no one buys anything, just to shoot the shit, you're more than well. I mean, like you said, you do things for free. You don't hear that much.
Well, when we do these, we also bring a couple pieces from our home museum to talk about, as you know, so that way if like people don't feel they have to buy anything, you know, they can come and we'll tell them some stories of some of the stuff that we, you know, acquired and why and how and all the crazy stories. We've got tons of them.
There are a lot of people out there that kind of go around us a little bit when they do see the Ouija boards. So this kind of draws them back in. Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's okay to be afraid with them. That's fine, but that's not what it's all about. Hey, check this out.
They get a bad rap, the movies and just everybody. When you touch one, you're going to be. It's all about anything else. You use respect with it. You'll get respect back. I think.
Back in the day, it was a dating thing. I mean, people would. There's this. What was it? What's his name? Norman Rockwell. Yes. Norman Rockwell. The Saturday Evening Post. He's got a man and a woman, and they're sitting knee to knee, and they're playing with the Ouija board. And that's because a man and a woman, it was uncouth for them to be in the same room alone if they weren't betrothed or married or whatnot or whatever. Yeah. And but if you were playing a parlor game, which was the Ouija board was a parlor game, it was considered okay. So they would do that because it was very risque. I mean, this is someone you're not married to, and you're knee to knee. Your hands are right there, and it's that's risky, man.
Am I going to find someone I love? Ooh.
Yeah. Who's not going to want to play that? You know, right. I mean, so it was a simple parlor game. And then in the 1970s, The Exorcist came out and Captain Howdy and boom, boom, boom. Ouija board's bad.
Bad mojo.
Originally known as the Spirit Board is what
Spirit board, talking board.
Elijah, what's his last name?
Elijah Bond.
He's got it on his tombstone. I heard about him, and of course, they sold some of the rights went to Parker Brothers, which of course they were based out of Salem. So a lot of boards you see, old ones that will say Salem, Mass on it, because that was actually right across from Lutheran Hall, where Alexander Graham Bell made the first ever phone call. He called line 2 to Boston from line 1 in Salem, and as it said, outside the Lutheran Hall in Salem, it says Alexander Graham Bell made the first call here, and outside the window was Parker Brothers or Milton Parker Brothers. That's what, right?
Parker Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, Parker Brothers. The original thing was right there in Salem. Fucking Salem. I can't wait to fucking dance with the devil in that town with you guys coming up. That's gonna be great.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna find out where they're staying.
We don't have anything booked yet. I mean, we're the type of people where we'll do it last minute. I'll even get a place in fucking Danvers. I don't mind driving an hour after the show to go crash somewhere. I don't want to get it right there. It's probably Buco.
Yeah. Ours was like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, ours was 20 minutes away. It was a good price.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say anything about it, but I love to stay at like the Salem Inn or the Josh Ward Inn. The Josh Ward Inn, right across. You know, Dunkin' Donuts in Salem with gold signs. It's Dunkin' Donuts all in gold. Right in downtown, Salem, right by the Firehouse Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, right by next to that, the big brick building, the Josh Ward House. There's a George Washington room in there because George Washington stayed there, right? Well, before it was the Josh Ward's house, dude, it was the judge from the witch trials house, and he was buried in the fucking basement so the townspeople wouldn't kill him. He died 6 years after the trials. What the fuck is his name? I should know. He was a Puritan.
Proctor?
No, who?
John Proctor?
Proctor, yes, thank you. It was his house, and it got burnt down because it was wood and whatever like that, and they built a house on the remains, but that was his house, and he was buried in the basement because his wife thought they'd tear him apart. So I want to stay there for that. Plus, George Washington stayed there in the new rebuilt house, which Josh Ward was a fucking pirate. That's named after him. It was his house. Christ almighty. Wow. Oh, you guys know pirates, aliens, Bigfoots, Danny. We love it all, don't we? Movies,
it's Lauren, the best. Mermaids, everything, man.
I'm surprised you guys don't get a pet bat.
We have a taxidermied one. Yes. It's in a bird cage over there on the other side of the room.
What'd you name him?
What did you name him?
Oh gosh, what didn't? Oh, I named him.
You remember your name? Fruit Loop. That's right, Fruit Loop.
He's a fruit bat.
He's over there on the other side of the room next to the casket.
Yeah, the ones that eat pears and shit. Their little fingers, their little.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking
wild. Name him Fruit Loop.
Fruit Loop. Oh, we're all Fruit Loops, aren't we? Ouija boards are awesome. Stuart says, yes, he is. Thank you guys for tuning in. Pop-Up Podcast, everybody watching. I just wanted to come on. I know the show was canceled Friday, so to speak, but I want to come on. I had a great time with the Radikals this weekend. Heather and I, we want to come on and talk about that. If you guys in the chat have any questions for Danny and Lauren. Lauren also, I know Danny does too, but really, Lauren, MassCon is your thing, paranormal, right?
Yes, MassCon is myself and my daughter Carissa. We are the ones that started it. And then I met Danny, and he's been.
I was doing my own thing called Creepy Chronicles at the time, and it's just like meshed. It all meshed.
And DLP photography.
DLP.
Yes, amateur photography. Yes.
Man. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it stays up here. Thomas, come on anytime, man. You got the link, Thomas. You're friends with us, Patrick Gormley, you glorious fucking weirdo. Let's talk some Connecticut shit. I was telling Danny about the guy in Connecticut got killed for having a beard. The chick in Connecticut got buried, and she's got, I think it's Connecticut. There's like a glass window above her grave or something you could see. She wants to be able to see the light or her daughter died. And her daughter was scared of the dark, so they put a window in her grave. And I think that's in Connecticut. No? Does that sound familiar?
Wow. I know there's one in Vermont.
Yeah, there's one in Vermont.
He was close.
He was a claustrophobic. I think he was a doctor.
He was a doctor.
Yeah, and there's a window that goes into the grave. We checked that out. That was wild.
Yes.
That was wild.
I knew New England. Yeah. Atlas Obscura. We love Atlas. Even though I put a fucking thing in once, and they go, and this is me. I put a suggestion in. I did all the details. They go, you don't have enough information. I go, who the fuck are you talking to, motherfuckers? I did Ye Old Candy Shop, America's oldest candy shop, confection shop. 1811. It's across from the House of Seven Gables in Salem. They have Gibraltar's there. It is America's oldest candy shop, and it's not in Atlas.
Oh, I think we went there.
Yes.
Yeah, we went there.
Right across from House of Seven Gables. It's the oldest one. They sell saltwater taffy,
little
licorice sticks, and Gibraltar's original recipe from 1812 or 1802 or whatever. And I put it in Atlas. They go, no, it's denied. Not enough info. And I said, fuck you, Atlas. Not enough info? Adam Began? What? Then you look at other ones. It's like, oh, drive here. It's fun. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's so much info. What a great fucking suggestion, Atlas. So, but I can't give them shit because I found a lot of spots because of them. And we're going to buy Lucerne Inn and shit. Atlas. So what's left for you guys to come to me? Well, there's plenty. We got to see Graveyard Shift. We got to go to Dice Hearts. Oh, there's plenty. The York Witch. I want to try to do maybe towns, even like do like a Southern Maine tour thing. Maybe book that with someone, bring them to where the witches were and shit. And yeah, I can do all that shit. That sounds fun.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys are having a time. It definitely, I'm not getting cocky about it, but it makes me feel like this isn't for naught. You know, not having anyone to pass this on to, so to speak. I'm like, That's why I want to write a book and I want to do shit. So somebody will go, this is cool. But you guys dig that. So if I can do tours.
Yes.
And
You
just bring.
There's no reason, absolutely no reason why you shouldn't do it. I mean, we had a freaking blast. I mean,
any suggestions that I could have did better though? Did I talk too fast, you think? Or should I slow it down?
No. The thing is that you gave us information, but you also brought us and we worked together to find exactly where sites were.
I was rusty on the graveyard part.
Yes. You incorporated.
Heather even ran down. She was like, I'm like, oh, look at her go. I go, oh, it's up here. Sorry, baby, it's up here. I felt bad. She was down the hill. Lauren's like, I think I found it. Danny's over here. I'm like, we're fucking Pokemon Go in the cemetery with the Radikals.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Highly recommend it.
Yes. If you're up in Bangor, Maine, find Adam.
He's the guy you got to talk to because, you know, but make sure you have time because there's so much to see.
Oh my goodness, so much to see.
If you go to one of those places where it's like an hour or 2 hour tour, you're getting ripped off because you're not going to see. You're not going to get the info. You're not going to get the enthusiasm. That is huge. The enthusiasm.
Yes. And you want to take pictures. You want to you don't want to just feel rushed. Go take a selfie. Okay, we got to go. You want to go and take it. And also, too, go to Stephen King's house, take a picture and leave. Well, I want to go for 5 minutes, breathe the air, look around, observe, take everything in, right? And
I mean, Adam took our cameras out of our hands and was like, do this, check this out. We got to get a picture here. We got to do this. And it was like, wow. Yes. This is awesome.
We need to get a picture of all of us in front of Paul Bunyan's statue.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
Lauren's like, all right, get the arms, bow, fucking.
Yeah, you get the longest arms.
Oh, Lauren, your profile picture I took, you with the red balloon up front there. I forgot you had the red balloon because we went back a second time. That's when the book was gone. Most tours will only go once. So, and then the ones we didn't go, I let you know, hey, there's Cryptozoology Museum. Hey, if you want to go next time, we went to Gerald Winters. Was closed, but we got to see the.
That's the place that you said that you wanted to go when we go back is to that place.
Yeah.
So
I haven't gone yet either. It's always been closed since Corona. So they have fire starter and asbestos. I need to. Oh, look at this, Donnie Green himself. Nice hat, brother.
Hi, Donnie.
Donnie, big fans. Lauren and Danny, I brought them to the Hancock house, and Danny laid in the spot where you killed Gage, man. So if we were that red truck, you probably would have made Danny's day.
Yes, definitely. As we were driving to the house location, we had the Ramones playing, and we're rolling down. Here we go.
And we actually have it on videotape. So.
Yeah.
Right when we left the little railroad thing.
Which was a great thing too. That was unexpected.
A side note.
Part of Stephen King or anything, but it was just.
It was a place
really
where
cool.
The Rockefellers and stuff would come, and that was their stop on the train. It was like, that's amazing.
The elite and the fucking tracks are still there in the platform.
I know.
Yeah.
And me and Danny got a bolt from there. We still get that bolt, Danny?
Yeah. It was yours. I gave it to you, man.
Oh yeah, but you didn't take one?
I didn't take one.
Aw.
I couldn't get the other one off.
Oh, that's right. We couldn't.
Oh, I did. I took a stone from there.
Oh, you did take a stone.
Oh, maybe
I took the stone. Yeah, that was a stone from there. Yep.
Yeah, and the Pet Cemetery rock wall and Paul Bunyan too. But yes, as soon as Donnie, if you still listen, as soon as we left there, dude, Danny's like Ramones and fucking Lauren's like Sheena was a punk rocker, and that's Donnie. What Donnie was lip syncing. He goes, He goes, on my left side, I had a speaker in my ear feeding me the music because there was nothing in the truck, and the camera is just his face bobbing. Donnie, what are you? I think 23 then. And he said, someone spread eagle on the roof of the fucking red truck filming me. This guy's over here. I'm only going about fucking 10 miles an hour. And then, but they speed it up, freeze frame.
Right.
Yeah.
And then poor Gage's shoe goes flying, and everybody wants to kill Donnie because he ran over a kid while he was singing the Ramones.
Geez. It's a movie.
And then we go to King's house where he invited the Ramones, Joey and Dee Dee, to come in and write Pet Cemetery, where guess what? Yeah. They recorded at Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, right next to the Leatherman's grave down the road. At Sleepy Hollow, though, where Washington Irving's buried from Sleepy Hollow, and that's where Lauren and Danny just were. Sleepy Hollow Con, New York. And this is your second time there. Last year's when you went to Leatherman.
That was a highlight. That was always heard the story of it. I mean, he came through Connecticut, and it was always one of those things. And to find out, I didn't realize it was there. It was you that told us that, right down the road. Yeah. So we looked it up, and boom.
I go past Sleepy Hollow, and you go into not Ossipee, but it's got a weird name
It
Siberia.
does have a weird name, yeah.
And then it's Sparta, like Sparta.
Yes.
Cemetery on the left, and there's a big rock Leatherman. You go, oh, and that was a freebie. I'm just like, "That's my fucking boy. You kidding me?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Which is really funny because we were actually on a podcast with you the night before we did the Sleepy Hollow Paracon.
Last year?
From the hotel room.
From the hotel room.
Holy shit, Lauren, you got a fucking good memory. I smoke a lot of weed. You're right.
Like I said, she just points me in the direction and I go. She's the brain.
Real quick, Thomas says he's in the green. Thomas, I did the show earlier and then I went live and it was too early, so it canceled. I sent you a second link. Go to the second link one. You're probably in my old one that's non-existent. Go to the second link one that I sent you in Messenger, and then you can come on this one. And Donnie, I sent you the link too if you want to come up and talk, man. I know it's historically haunted, and I know I want to talk about the Radikals, but it's been a Stephen King show. But why not? His birthday was last week. God love him. And Danny and Lauren get me something from Nosferatu, Maggie's Umbrella, all used and abused from the set. I got that in my little showcase at home.
I gotta check that little zine if it's about the frogs or not. That little story that I got.
Yeah.
Let me go check that real quick.
What is it called? I forget. It's not frogs though. I think it's amphibian, or is it? I don't know the name of it. But at the end of, like Lauren said, we took a walk all the way down, and of course Lauren's looking at the houses, the fucking $1 million houses, looking how much they're going for. But at the end of the fence, right, there's that green frog, and I go, that was given to him by his publicist back then. He wrote a short novel about frogs, and I never seen her or had it, but I heard that, and then he goes, I got that book. I got two of them. I think
I think it's that book. I don't know. It's a little self-published magazine called Weird Book.
It was a short story or a novella. Yeah, it wasn't exactly like a hardcover. Oh my fucking God.
It's called Weird Book. And you see right up top here, it says Stephen King.
A little closer. There you go. Yep, right there. Perfect. Stephen King. Holy.
Let me see what the story is. Go ahead, you can talk.
Oh.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know. But yeah,
So that's like a newspaper, right? Lauren,
it's like a self-published magazine.
Yeah.
It's called Weird Book 19.
It looks very thin, like not thin, but just it's paper. It's not like
1984.
Wow. So that's right after Carrie, right before Cemetery.
Oh wow.
Cemetery came out in 86. The movie came out in 89.
Stephen King. Okay, yeah, this it's actually the first one in it. It's called Grandma. Story called Grandma.
Is it about frogs though?
No, it's not about frogs. I was wrong.
Oh, it's still fucking amazing. Grandma, like the old school slang, not grandmother, grandma.
Yeah, Grandma. It's I don't know. It's a few pages.
Creepy picture.
Right? Yeah. It's a little novella. But yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna look up after this show because I'm dying to find out what the fuck that's worth. Something like that. You don't.
No idea.
Was that you or me that just dinged?
That was me. I just got the link you sent me to get on the StreamYard.
I sent the wrong guy. Well, fucking Thomas wants it. I'm trying to send it to him to come on. I sent it to you.
I don't know if you sent it to me. My phone is a little slow, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I sent it to you. Because Danny and Thomas are so the same fucking names. See what happens when you give me moonshine? Heather's got her in the fridge, man. We brought some back. I'm like, oh man, yeah, that's good stuff. I know it's got nothing to do with what we're talking about, but man, that stuff's good. The peanut butter is good. We haven't tried the jalapeno yet. That's at my house. I like hot shit. She don't. But the taco peanut butter, I could see putting that on a burrito or like some chimichanga or something, but it was good on a bagel.
Chicken breast.
Skinless chicken breast. Just smear it on top and bake it.
Bake it.
Yeah.
So, Salem Con, I'm going to have some of my people that are my clients there. I'm going to have 2 clients there. Nathaniel Elwell. I'm going to have you guys there as clients, I guess. Like I told you, you're technically my clients because you gave me enough money to where it covers you. I don't care what you say. You guys hooked me up with my book and shit. But we also got a good friend here. Yeah, fuck you, Danny. We got a good friend here. He's like, you're not giving me any gifts. I'm like, I'm giving you that fucking footstone for Bella. Sorry, I am. But anyway, coming on real quick, we got a homie of mine who's been on before, Thomas Patrick Gormley, the glorious weirdo.
Hey! There he is! Hey!
There we go. Got my other one there for you.
Nice. Mind blown, you fucking bastard. You know your stuff, brother. Your facts and stuff like too, because you roll in Connecticut. You guys live close to each other, or?
Yeah, we're probably about 45 minutes away from each other.
I think it's a little further than that. I think it's about where are you, Meriden?
No, that's where the event's going to be. I'm in Pearl, in the dead center of Connecticut.
Okay, yeah, so about 45 minutes. Yeah.
Well, we got you on, Thomas. We got about 15, 20 minutes. We can milk this real quick. I want to ask you. Let's promote that. When, where, and how can people find that tickets? Shit, spew it.
Well, the tickets are on sale on gallery53.org. It's a little funky. When you get the tickets, it won't show tickets. You have to actually press what you want, a VIP or just entrance, and then it'll bring up the number. So it's a little funky on the website. You can call too if you have any difficulties with that to Gallery 53. And these guys, well, I'm pointing the wrong.
It's backwards. I know it is.
Yeah, I know the wrong way, but hey, they're going to be joining me there too, so you could join all of us. We're going to have a good time, and a lot of people are going to be there. Vendors of all kinds of creepy stuff. The meet and greet. We'll be talking about all of our spooky stories and
the way things are going, dude. I'm booking clients. And I'm not trying to say that I'm using people because I'm not, but I definitely need my car repairs. So this money's going to help my car. And if I can get fixed, motherfucker, I'm going down there and we're going to rub elbows. I want to be with you guys. You're my para family. These are the three people. I trust other ones, obviously Donnie, but Thomas, you share, you comment, you like. Same thing with Danny. You guys are very much on my side and very much I'm on your side. And I think we know that because I don't know. There's some piranhas in the field, bro. I'm not going to down people, but there's some people out there that just want to use your shit, steal your shit. Trust me, I'm a victim of that. I've been fucked a couple times. And I put my wall up. And I'm a hard one to get through to, but you guys have earned my respect. Thomas, Lauren, Danny. You're honest.
Yep.
I mean, dude, I was just dropping shit about serial killers, and then I love when you come up, dude. Tom, your TikTok stuff's phenomenal. You the thing behind phrases. What was the one you just did? What was the one you just did?
Calling out shotgun.
Shotgun sitting in the seat. That means you basically had a shot. Right? Go ahead. Tell everybody. You got to tell them.
The shotgun phrase came back in the old days where actually the person that sat next to the person driving the stagecoach had a shotgun to protect the people on board, the guy driving, and whatever gold was in the back or anything like that. Some of the most famous of these shotgun people, they called them shotgun messengers. And Wyatt and Morgan Earp, that was their jobs before they became sheriffs in town, before the OK Corral. So this is like our history of the Old West and how it started and why things are what and why phrases are, where their origins come from. That's like one of the big ones.
Everything's got a history. Everything started from somewhere. And like you said, now, Thomas, whenever you call shotgun now, it's to change the radio or to control the, you know what I mean? It's a different meaning. But sometimes like a hair of the dog that bit you. There's everything's got meaning behind it. And I think there's ones like us that go, because I know Danny, I know you're like that. You diagnose everything. You think, why is this? Why is that? Why is that?
Oh, yeah.
And that's a good thing, man. That keeps our brain sharp, man. I don't want to get fucking Alzheimer's. I want to get this fucker going,
The things that keep Danny up at night, huh?
Yeah, there's a few.
That's cool. Yeah. And Tom, you're going to be at Salem too. Hopefully as a vendor, or if not, at least there.
Actually, Charles and I were talking today, and I will be there as a guest. You'll probably see my ugly mug on the website soon.
Nice.
I'll be up there, and we got Mass Paracon coming up too. Sam Beltrusis is
next weekend
coming up. I'll be there too, representing to help Charles out to advertise for the Salem Paracon at the same time. So it's going to be a good time. I'll get to see, Danny and Lauren again, which is always one of my favorite things. And of course, I'm going to see the man himself up at Salem Paracon at the latest, unless the car works and comes down to see us for the big Friday the 13th event.
I go, my car's not really running that well, but it came out as cat. He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, fur babies first. I go, no, I don't even have a fucking cat. Fuck, I don't got no pussy. What are you talking about? I'm talking about my cat. I misspelled it. Put the T where the R should be. But that's all good, man. You guys you're all in it for the right reasons. Like Danny and Lauren said, you guys do it to help people. You don't charge. And whatever you do for fun, you do with respect. And I think, Tom, you're the same way. You're doing stuff for fun, but your partner, who I haven't really met yet, the one you're with, she's really into this, just like you, helping people, finding out why. Archangels of the paranormal for a reason, right? I mean, it's really not that we're not in it for us, but it's really about helping people. It really is, I think, and educating people, right, guys?
Yeah, it is a big thing, and Danny and Lauren will speak up for this too. I think that's one of the big reasons why I was very drawn to Danny and Lauren, because they do similar stuff. I think what my partner and I do, because she's a psychotherapist, I have a long history of background in psychology, law enforcement. So it's just a different look at it. But I think a lot of people are going in this direction now. I think they're getting away from just going places and just getting evidence. The thing is, you go get all the evidence you want. And I always look at evidence and I say, that's great. But what did you do for spirit? What did you do for the client? That's great.
And that's,
show them that.
That's exactly it. That's the thing. You see a lot of these people, they'll do residentials.
Yeah.
They'll stir the shit up and then they go home.
They go away.
They leave it open. Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, we think your place is haunted. Have a good day. Well, okay. How'd you help me? Now it's just worse. Thanks.
Yeah.
Dude, I've heard people leaving and then they go, oh, when you left, it got worse. I go, that's because you fucking opened Pandora's box and you left it there with a free Baker's dozen donuts to enjoy, you stupid fuck. You got to go in there. You can't be a weekend warrior. If you do, go to Lizzie Borden's, go to Conjuring House, go to
do the pay to plays. Do the pay to plays.
Because they don't want you to help them anyway. I went real quick. I went to Radford, Virginia, St. Albans Asylum. Crazy haunted. There was a murder there. And the girl, when we finished, goes, just so you know, no releasing, no dowsing rods, no holy water, no telling people to see the light. If they're here, they're here. That's how we stay open. I go, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm there with a Reverend Jay in the morgue at 1 a.m. He's like, if you want to go home, go home. He's like, I don't care if they kick me out. I said, we're here to help people. I go, well, yeah, but it's an attraction. You got to know the difference. Yeah. And I didn't mean to go off subject, but I think that's what I like to hear from Thomas and from you guys, dude, is that it's not just about cheap thrills and fucking.
No, it's not. It's about helping people and to the fact of where, like, we'll bring in people of their beliefs. If you're Jewish, we'll bring in a rabbi if we need to. It's a whole healing process, because it's not just you that's being afflicted. It's what we can't see. There's a reason why that's happening.
Exactly.
Tom, you're nodding your head. You agree with that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people that are in the paranormal, us all here have been doing it for a long time. We've made our mistakes in it. We've learned.
Amen.
And when it comes down to it, is you got to help the client. But then again, the spirit's there too. Just because they don't have a shell anymore doesn't mean they don't need help too. People could die and not know they died. And the reason why things get stirred up is somebody goes and they start trying to talk to them and thinks, geez, nobody's been able to talk to me for 100 years. Somebody's finally able to talk, and then they leave and not say anything. And it's like, I pulled the carpet right out from under me. And now I'm pissed. And now I'm going to, make even more noise, because now I know somebody could actually hear me and see me now.
Yeah.
It's like being trapped in the trunk. Get me out of here. Okay, have a good day. And I mean, I think, Lauren, you're fucking like, you agreeing big time. I mean, it's true, right?
Yes.
I mean, fucking.
But the other thing is, too, is that part of our team, 98% of our team, except for Danny and I, are Wiccan. And we do some of their rituals, banishment rituals at homes.
Banishments, crossing overs, things like that. It's helped. It's been a pretty damn good track record.
Yeah.
See, what I can't stand is when I go, and I used to be, dude, I was a part of teams until I decided to make my own. And I tell you what, ever since I left, no offense to the War and Legacy Foundation, I was the Northeast historian for Chris McKennell and Ken Torres. It was great, but it honestly didn't do a lot for me. And I just felt like I was almost getting restricted from what I did. So I gracefully bowed out. I'm still friends with Tony Spera, all them guys. But at the same time, being in other groups too, local, I won't name drop people, which I'm sure most of you guys already know who I'm fucking talking about. I'm going to say his name, but going to things and going, what's my name? What am I wearing? Can you point? The basic fucking fundamental shit, dude, does nothing for me. I understand the whole 101 stuff, but I'm at the point now where I want to talk to an intellectual spirit. I want to say, How are you? What can we do for you? Who hurt you? What do you see? Do you not like it? Real questions, not just what color is Billy's shirt? Like blue. I said blue. You know what I mean? Like, okay, guys, fucking. The parlor tricks, dude. I'm past that, I guess.
Honestly, that would piss me off. I'm dead, and I'm trying to make myself known or whatnot, or make that contact, that communication, and someone's what color is my shirt?
I was on the USS Salem, Quincy, Massachusetts, the fucking battleship Salem, the only battleship you can tour. Don DeFasco there, all of them. And I go in a room, they're all in the cots, and they're going, what color is Billy? And there's 8 of them around this cat ball, and they're all like, and I said, I got to go fucking. Me and this other dude went off, and we sat there, dude, and I talked to someone, and I wasn't on LSD. It's been a while since I've done acid. So I heard some shit, man, and I talked, and I got goosebumps, and I made contact, and if no one believes me, fuck them.
That place is wild. That place is wild.
USS Salem, dude. I tell you, man, I've never been on a battleship before, but I just can't do that. And I noticed, Thomas, you're with 1 or 2 partners. Danny, you guys go out with your kids, but you guys keep your circle small when it comes to this. Do you think that's the right way to do it? I think so.
It works for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just Jenna Beth and I are just us two. I think it's important. We could play off each other and all that, which we do.
Yeah.
And I think what you're talking about when asking questions, you don't know the history of the place and you're just asking random questions to find out. You're not doing the right thing. You need to know possibly what happened there. You need to do your due diligence and find out what's going there, especially on a home case. Man, I will do research for weeks before I actually go to a place. I go down the rabbit hole. I'm trying to find out everything that's going on there, to the point where we did a case where the guy murdered his wife in front of 6 children. We got to the point where we knew every inmate that stayed with that guy through the time that he was in prison afterwards. All those little things, just trying to pick up names and certain attachments that might be in the energy of that home. I mean, I go down to the little nitty gritty. I want to kind of know who I'm talking to, so I'm not just saying random names. I want to make sure that I have pertinent information that's going to help us get to the bottom and help somebody heal, help somebody move on if they want to. So you have to do that. If you're just going to ask what color your shirt is, that's not really going to do anything per se.
No.
You got to ask, those deeper questions to get to the bottom of why somebody's still here, if they want to stay, if they don't want to stay, if they're lost, or if we could try and put them back together with somebody else that might be on that different dimension and gather them back in to help them rejoin each other and move on if they want. That's what you got to do.
I've never had so many guests that just talk about helping other people. Whoever comes on, and I love the bucket list shit. I love, stories. And obviously you guys all have crazy stories. And of course, social media is a fun tool. I use it too. But when it comes down to it, there's no better satisfaction than having someone look at you and say, thank you. I mean, right? Because we want to know answers too. And for you guys to go through this, Thomas, you guys all have big hearts because you keep on going back to the fact that it's house cases, man. It's not just the bullshit, which is fine and dandy, I guess. I don't know, man. It's watered down. That's why I'm getting older and I'm realizing I'm kind of stepping away from the paranormal. I'm doing the movie filming sites thing because no one else is doing that. And it's kind of uncharted territory. But I like to go back to where you guys are of the field. Like when we went to the Oliver House in Massachusetts, I knew Benjamin Franklin was there. I knew there were certain people that committed suicide. Mary Sue. You call her out, Mary, you here? Mary, we remember you. You don't just go, haha, is your name? And that's why I dig what you guys are saying, Thomas. You're historians, all of you. Psychic mediums don't like to know this shit. And I get that, but we're not psychics. I'm not. So I want to do a history. And Thomas, you're fucking, for those of you who don't know, follow Tom Patrick Gormley on YouTube, Facebook, definitely TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, definitely. YouTube, I know that we have all my stuff. Every time I'm on a podcast, it gets uploaded there. I haven't really done too much on YouTube yet. I want to. We're working on some stuff. I want to do some full-length things. But, definitely on Facebook. I touch on Instagram. Anything I put on TikTok, I just put on everything else. It's the only thing I could figure out how to edit.
TikTok comes through your Facebook, though. Your TikTok thing's going, I'll go, I saw that on TikTok, and I heart it. I heart your shit a lot of times because I've already seen it, but I'll go back and watch it because some of the shit you come up with, dude. And, of course, there's always music, dramatics. Down the rabbit hole we go. Glorious Weirdos. If you know, you know. And you got to follow this cat. And Danny, the Radikals, they're going to kick me off in about 4 minutes. So shit, man, I just want to thank you guys seriously while we're on camera here to being my friends. You're not just my Facebook guests. I wish we had a little bit more time. I'm going to have a holiday show. I'm thinking like the second week in December, I can have up to 6 guests. I'd love to have you guys come back on, maybe like a round table. I want to have some people
Sure.
Anytime.
because we dove a little bit into different sections. I'd love to go get someone from the Southwest, like way out, like maybe you like Canada or not Canada, but like I'm fucking stoned. Mexico, where Wyatt Earp's from and shit.
Yeah.
So with 5 minutes left to go, 4 minutes left to go, Thomas, give everybody a bucket list, someplace you want to go next year that you haven't been yet for America, someplace you'd love to go
next year. Oh God, I'd like to go a lot of places next year. Well, yeah, of course.
Give me 2 or 3.
Yeah, well, of course, I'd love to go to Ireland. That would be fantastic. I still like to go out to Alcatraz. That would be great. There's a lot of different places.
What's your one bucket list, though? Well, like, what's your one? Is it like Winchester Mansion, which Lauren's been to her grave, Sarah Winchester? What's your one thing? New Orleans or?
The places I want to go, I can't get in. They won't let me into the White House to go look around. So.
That's haunted as fuck. Yeah.
Well, New Orleans would be fun. I got some friends from high school. We've been trying to do a group thing and go down because they want me to like take them to all the haunted places and do the history. But some of the bucket list stuff is off. Going to Savannah when my daughter graduated. Oh my God, it was my glory going to all the haunted places down there, staying in a haunted hotel. I had weird stuff happen where I was sleeping on the last night there and kept hearing the light click. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And I turned over to see, and I saw a white mist dissipate away from the light towards the chair that was right there. Just having all kinds of weird stuff happen. I don't know. I guess I attracted or something.
So like Danny. Every place Danny goes, people die after. Danny's like, I took a flight. The guy's like, oh, we never crashed. The next flight, he crashed and died. I go, oh, I don't think I want to take you on a tour of my car.
Yeah, it's a recurring thing whenever there's a vacation. Watch the Bangor news next couple of days. Hopefully nothing happens.
We're in Bangor driving around, and he's telling me this shit, and I'm like, fuck, is it too late to go home? I don't feel so good, Danny. Yeah, every place we go, people die of dysentery. It's like the Oregon Trail. We don't get it.
They'll die of scurvy this time.
Oh my God, Danny talking about stuff that cures scurvy. I've heard scurvy twice in 2 days. Say that now. Good luck.
Just eat your oranges. Just eat all your oranges and your citrus. You'll be okay.
So when you get your ass to Maine, Tom?
I'd love to get up there soon. I used all my vacation time now because just with all the Paracons and stuff. But yeah, I got to plan something for next year when the old normal job gives me some more vacation time.
All right, a couple minutes left to go. Danny, Lauren, tell us where you're off to next. What Paracon you doing next? Is it Thomas? Or you got another one? Because you guys are all over the fucking place.
The next one we're doing is the Mass Paracon with Sam Beltrusis.
Next weekend,
actually. And we'll be bringing some.
Oh my God, you're right. End of September. Holy shit.
Yeah. We'll be bringing a few things from the home museum to talk about, and it'll be a blast.
Yeah, and then the big one in October.
And
the Warrens.
The Warrens, yep.
Yeah.
And then Friday the 13th.
Thomas's.
We're gonna be
yes, we'll be there.
Holy shit. And then you got Salem in November. So you got 4, 5, 6 coming up. This is our busy season, ain't it though, guys? Tom,
it is. Plus we're talking at the library.
Yes. We have our first library gig.
Library gig?
We're gonna be speaking in my hometown, Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. We're gonna be talking on October 30th. The tickets, you don't need to have tickets, but you have to sign up for the spots.
It's totally free.
And it's free.
It's going to be a blast. And then there's New Haven. We're pretty sure we're going to be in New Haven on the 21st with the Candle Witch.
With the Candle Witch, yeah.
Oh. Rachel King, she's been a guest.
Cool.
Wow.
Rachel.
Yes. Thomas, what about you? You're going to be, obviously, your gig, October 13th.
Yeah, I'll be up at Mass Paracon. Be up there for Charles' behalf, Charles Rosenet, who organizes the Salem Paracon and also the Connecticut Paracon that he does also. So he does a lot of stuff with the Beatles. He's doing he's wrote a couple books. He wrote a book about all the haunted places in Connecticut that he's going to be promoting at a library tour coming up through October. I'll be joining him on a few of those dates on the Mondays and Wednesdays that he's doing at some of these libraries throughout Connecticut to help him with the paranormal equipment to show the spooky side and how ghost hunting works to go along with his book signing. So
almost like, I guess, a beginner's guide, more or less, right? So to speak. I don't want to
They got
Charles
the good
Rose,
one.
by the way, took my virginity as speaker. I've never been asked to be a speaker. I've never been asked to be at a Paracon. I did once, but I had to ask them. I've never been asked to can you come and be a speaker? And I go, can you come on my show? He'll be a guest on my show the week before.
Nice.
But I'm going to be a speaker, and I'm going to get to meet you motherfuckers, and I get to meet the real people that I look up to in this field. Danny and Lauren Perez, the Radikals, Museum of Wonders. Thomas and I have been friends on Facebook for about a year or so now, and you've been on my show once or twice. I got to get you back on, maybe even a co-host, I think, sooner than later, because you know your shit. Any last words before we cut it off? Anybody? You guys want to say?
I just want to do a shout out to Miss Heather. We love you.
She's downstairs with Ava, but I'm sure she's watching. Oh, shit. Oh, real quick. Nathaniel's going to be there. My newest client from my booking agency. Yeah, you are. I know it's a pop-up. He's going to be a speaker. I got him a speaking gig because of Charles. And now Nate wants to have my baby. But I'm sorry, Nate. I'm taken. But, I mean, yes, you can pay me back in other ways. I love you, Nate. Thomas, Lauren, glorious fucking weirdo, man. Check out the Archangels of the Paranormal, the Radikals, Mascon Paranormal, DLP Photography, Museum of Wonders, and the Creepy Chronicles.
And Gravediggers Union.
Gravediggers Union. And don't forget my new page is Historically Haunted Booking LLC. I'm getting a bunch of new clients in all the time. I got witches and warlocks and fucking jugglers. And I just started Historically Haunted tour groups. I don't know. I'm going to bite off more than I can chew. But
we were the first clients, and we give 2 thumbs up.
Oh, they were my first. They were my first, and they were gentle, guys. They were gentle, which is good. Thomas Patrick Gormley, you can see him on TikTok. One of my close. I wish we had more time. We're going to get you back on again very, very soon, my brother. I love you all. Thank you all for watching. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Everyone.